Hi friends and new friends, Kimchi Chris here, and welcome to today's brand new episode where we are going to take a look at all of the anime and manga stuff I've been wasting my money on for the last couple of weeks and months. Because during the pandemic, I've really gotten back into the scene of collecting physical weeb goods. So I thought, why not make a series where I show this stuff to you guys, because I've got a lot of it just sitting around. So I might as well share it with all of you lovely otaku. Plus, I wanted to inch my way into making some anime content on this channel anyway, so this is a good way to start. So without further ado, let's get into the junk! I mean, let's get into these wonderful cultural exports from Japan. So first up, we have something old. An oldie, but a goodie. We have a Laserdisc, that's right. I collect Laserdiscs in 2021 because I'm an idiot. And that Laserdisc is Gall Force Eternal Story. That's right, the first Gall Force movie or OVA? I don't know which one it was initially, but I always consumed it as a movie and looked at it as a movie, so we're gonna call it that from here on out. And this is a classic anime from the mid-80s that made its way over to America eventually in the mid-90s and was one of those shows that was on Sci-Fi Channel all the time. And that's how I saw it initially. This was one of the first anime I saw when I was a little weeb, and I loved it. I absolutely fell in love with it. I'm actually more partial to the English dub of this cool space, I don't know, opera? It's not really that necessarily, but this space anime, I really like the English dub. This Laserdisc only has the subtitle version, so not the main way I like to consume it necessarily, but I wanted this for the collection because this is the actual US release from US Manga Corps. How crazy is that? I have this on DVD as well, and it has the English dub, so I'm good on that, and I'm hoping, I'm dreaming, and I'm praying that Discotek puts this out on Blu-ray someday. Come on, Discotek, I know you have it in you, but if you've never seen Gall Force, I'd say check it out if you like old school stuff, because it's kind of paint by numbers in some ways. There's spaceships, there's girls, there's guns, there's explosions, but it's so great. And if you saw it when you were young like me, you definitely got a little place in your heart reserved for Gall Force. And next up, we have something else related to Saturday Anime, as it was called on the Sci-Fi Channel, and that is the Project A-ko soundtrack for the very first movie. That's right. Now, I didn't have this as a kid necessarily, but I did see Project A-ko on the Sci-Fi Channel. Another classic anime that was a holdover from an era before my time, really, but was just making its way to America at that time because your kids have it easy these days with your Crunchyroll and your Hive Dive. But back in the day, it took a while for shows to come over here and movies to come over here and OVAs to come over here and anyone to care. But with that being said, this soundtrack is great. I listened to it the other day, and if you want to be inspired, put this on. It'll do it for you. And if you've never seen Project A-ko, this isn't the movie, it's the soundtrack, but it's amazing. It's really great because it's a parody in a lot of ways of classic anime. It has nods to so many great shows in there, like Macross and a bunch of the giant robot shows of yesteryear, and of course some of the Magical Girl shows and things like that. And if you really do want to see it, it is on Retro Crush, and Discotek is releasing a fancy version on Blu-ray soon, so you should have a couple opportunities to check it out. But Project A-ko is highly recommended, and this soundtrack is highly recommended. I've wanted this for a while. It was great to finally find one at a good deal on eBay. And now with that stuff out of the way, we're moving on to some Blu-rays from Right Stuf. So Right Stuf had a bunch of sales around Christmas, and we all know the world has destroyed UPS, so it takes a while to get the stuff here, but I've started to finally get pretty much everything that I ordered, and we're gonna take a look at some of it here. So first up, you got a free bonus mystery DVD or Blu-ray if you ordered a certain amount at one point, and of course I took advantage of that and was really looking forward to what I might get. What did I get? I got this. I'm not a fan of isekais, and this one isn't really gonna change my mind on that. So moving on. We have Galaxy Express 999 Volumes 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. This is a lot of anime. This is a whole lot of anime. This is going to include episodes 1 through 76 of this classic space opera. See, I used the word correctly there. And I've seen the Galaxy Express movies, of course, but I've never seen the TV series of it, so I'm definitely looking forward to watching this. There is a Volume 3 that completes the series, and I may or may not have already ordered that, and may or may not be waiting for it to come as well, but I'm excited to watch this. I have a hard time making it through these really long series, so this will keep me busy for a really long time, and you know, if you don't know about Galaxy Express, it's a very old show, so you may or may not care about it, but if you know about Galaxy Express, you know what's up, and getting these on Blu-ray is just something that, honestly, I never thought would happen. I know you can stream it on Crunchyroll as well, but I wanted to own the physical media. They were on sale for a good deal, so I picked them up. And next up, we have more discotheque goodness with Combattler V. I've never seen this show. I know it's a giant robot show. I know it's a mech show. I know it includes all 54 episodes in standard definition on Blu-ray. That's insane. There's a lot of anime here to consume, but I'm looking forward to checking this out. If you've seen this before, let me know about it. It was a good deal, and I've heard it talked about before, so I decided just to pick it up. And next up, we have more discotheque goodness. That's right. We have City Hunter Season 1, Volume 1, and Volume 2. Now, this is a series that I've seen bits and pieces of through the years, but I've never got to sit down and do a proper watch of the series. So episodes 1 through 51 here, season 1 in its entirety. It's gonna be great. This is a show that oozes style and oozes 80s basically. It's kind of like a Magnum PI kind of cop drama, excitement, women, cool stuff. It's a great show. It's a great show that I've always wanted to sit down and watch, but for a long time the DVDs were expensive and you also couldn't stream it for a long time. You can do that now on Retro Crush as well as Crunchyroll, but now I own the physical Blu-rays of it and I couldn't be more excited. It's so great to see series like this coming out and it really makes me wonder, is there anything Discotheque can't do? And now that we're done with the Discotheque infomercial part of the episode, we have a Blu-ray that wasn't released by them. This came out from NIS America. I wasn't really sure who put it out, but it is the complete collection of Card Captor Sakura. What can you say? One of the most classic magical girl shows of all time. This is one that I've seen a good chunk of because I owned it on DVD back in the day, but I'm not sure I ever finished watching it. And now I have it on Blu-ray. I know this thing is gonna look glorious. It's a clamp show. It's gonna look great. It's a magical girl show. There's not much else to say. If you're not into those type of shows, you don't like cutesy, crazy, over-the-top stuff in that regard, you're not gonna like this one. It's not gonna change your mind, but it is a classic of the genre and one of my favorite anime of all time, basically, that I've never seen the whole thing of. So it's gonna be exciting to watch it. This has 70 episodes of magical girl goodness. Man, I have so many episodes of anime to consume. It's ridiculous. I'm just never gonna leave my house again, but at least we're still in a time period where that's frowned upon. But you know Card Captor Sakura. I feel it's one of those that everybody knows and they already have an opinion on it one way or another. And the last two things I picked up were manga, actually, some graphic novels, if you will. And that's Urusei Yatsura Volume 1 and 2, the classic Rumiko Takahashi manga about an alien coming from space and just getting all kind of hijinks. Everybody knows Lum, everybody loves Lum, and it's great to finally get these manga released in America. And these are pretty nice. These are nice manga. They're a little bigger than your normal manga book, and of course they have multiple volumes inside of each one of them, so that's really cool. They're very thick and sturdy. You could knock somebody out with them. And I'm sure I'll end up getting the rest of them, but for the time being, we'll start out a little slow with the first two volumes, and I'm very excited to have those in. There you have it. That's a good chunk of the weeb stuff I've picked up as of late. So what do you think? Is there anything in there that you own, or maybe you ordered recently, or maybe you got in the mail yesterday, or maybe you're going to try to befriend me and take from me even? That's another option. Let me know all of those things and more in the comments below. And if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe and all those other great things that every YouTuber tells you to do. And make sure to follow me on Twitch. That's right. I'm on Twitch 2 to 3 nights a week. It's always a good, clean, wholesome time, so you don't want to miss out on that. Once again, my name is Kimchi Chris, and I will see you guys on the next episode.